Starring Bobby Carpenter and Jeff Tito Thitoff. It's time to attack and dominate.
And that is the plan. Attack and dominate on a Tuesday. Bob, I was thinking about this. There's not a lot of reasons to love a Tuesday, honestly.
Why not?
I don't
You
know
got one day in the bag.
I understand, but I understand that loving Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays.
Been waiting all day for Tuesday night.
But
Is that not what they say?
This is why I love Tuesday.
It's the first day of the weekend.
Okay, wait. Has anybody ever made a song
I'm
about...
giving you a bunch of reasons.
I know. No, listen.
Tracy Chapman said, give me one reason.
I understand.
And
But
I'll turn right back around.
I'm asking you, Bobby, has anybody made a song about Tuesdays being great? There's Monday.
Tuesday's gone.
That's a song?
Leonard Skinner?
Okay. I don't know. But, okay, it's gone. You're celebrating it's done?
I mean...
Has anybody ever said, a song where they praised Tuesday?
Yeah. Tuesday's gone. Leonard Skinner. I like to picture my baby Jesus singing lead vocals for Leonard Skinner, and I'm in the front row, hammered drunk.
Okay. I'm telling you right now, I've never seen the
fact
movie.
that you asked that, Bodie, and I was able to produce a song within less than 5 seconds.
But it's gone, though. Anyway, okay, I'm not going to get some
Tuesday's gone.
Anytime either one of you two knuckleheads say baby Jesus, I assume it's that Ricky Bobby movie, right?
I guess.
You would be correct in that assumption. Yep. Good job, Tito.
Thank you. Anyway.
Jesus grew up. He became a man.
I wanted to do...
Actually, like the baby version the most.
He was a carpenter.
When you're saying grace,
I'm
use
saying
whatever
though,
Jesus you want.
I got to watch that movie just so I don't... I like feeling left out. I like being the oddball in this one. But what's great about Tuesdays, Bob?
How about Ruby Tuesday? You do know who Mick Jagger is, right?
Goodbye.
Okay, there you go. You even knew that.
But that's not even though that's the woman. That's a woman named Ruby Tuesday, right?
Was it named Ruby, or maybe it was just Ruby on Tuesday?
Okay, it could be that too, Bob.
How about that one?
Rhubarb on Tuesday, shortened to Ruby. But we give away a
Monday
Monday
night to Tuesday morning.
We give away a Roosters gift card later on today for $50. We'll find out what the appetizer is today, the $3 appetizer. That's what makes today. It took me almost 3 minutes to get to it.
Because you asked me not to name you a song. I named you one even without the assistance of the internet.
One, though, but that's okay. I'm not going to get into that, Bob. I don't think it was a...
How about Tuesday Heartbreak by Stevie Wonder? He said that's the best day of the week he's ever seen.
2 full hours here on YouTube, the Fan app, and HD3. Download the show anytime. Catch us from 10 a.m. to noon on 10 TV Plus, and hear a replay of the show. This here show on the Fan 2, 1460 a.m. from 1 to 3. We are sponsored by Riverside Bank in Dublin and Event Risk Elite Protection. It's a Schleg's Day. Ooh. So the show's already off the rails. It'll get offer the rails. Reds fell to the Padres 4-3. They'll meet again in San Diego tonight at 9:40. Guards over the Royals 10-2. They'll play in Cleveland at 6:40 tonight. Vikings over the Bears 27-24.
Did not see that coming. First half played really well by Caleb Williams. I mean,
first drive.
Well, I thought the first half it was pretty good. I mean, he missed some stuff. I will say this: he at least protected the football significantly better and didn't take 1,000 sacks. So,
that's true.
He didn't have a lot of negative plays, and they kept emphasizing that. You heard Troy saying, just get completions.
Get completions.
But I mean, you say that but Brad Johnson, father of Max Johnson, who hopefully will take over at quarterback at North Carolina. But he said he would always hit the check down. He goes, Coach, Thitoff, we're playing okay, we're good.
No, I don't. Somebody else on the computer then, because the sound's never up on this. That's why. Go ahead.
Okay, well, if you don't want anyone else to get on it, just take it out when you leave.
That's what somebody else would probably do.
Exactly.
Why would somebody do that?
But he said it's tough to go broke when you're always making a profit.
Ooh, that is very true.
Said, you know what? God, the true words have ever been spoken.
Yeah.
Go take those 4 or 5 yards, son. Second 5 doesn't sound too bad.
It felt to me, Bob, first of all.
Like the very first time?
No, it didn't feel like that. But anyway.
Okay.
I heard a little Foreigner on my way in this morning, Cold as Ice. I was like, God, this is a great song.
That's a solid song. So, Bob, when I look at it, first of all, it's a win and a half for Minnesota and a loss and a half for Chicago, right? Because it's a division game.
You're going to go full division game. Sound like Coach Bill Parcells over there. Good for you.
That's what I do. It's a win and a half. And
I heard Teddy Bruschi saying Vrabel reminds him of Bill, but not Bill Belichick, Bill Parcells.
Oh. But then, Bob, also, I look at it like from a Buckeye fan perspective, you've got friends
In low places.
that are Michigan people.
What is a Michigan person? Someone who resides in Michigan? Someone who used to live
played
there?
for Michigan.
Someone who played there. That is true.
Okay, you've got friends who played for Michigan.
It's true.
Do you ever root against former Michigan players?
In the NFL?
Yes. Or do you let it go?
There are some people maybe that I don't necessarily like.
Right.
I wouldn't say I root against them as much as I'm maybe rooting for someone else on the other team. The kids always ask me, like, Dad, who are we rooting for in this game? Like, well, let me just see kind of who we know and how well we know them, and then we'll parcel out who you think you should root for.
Artie's a Green Bay fan. He mentioned that in practice last night, and Caleb booed him. And I said, Caleb.
Boo that man.
A.J. Hawk, who you know, played for Green Bay. And he said, I don't care.
There you go.
But I would root for Green Bay because of A.J. Hawk.
Well, AJ doesn't play there.
I understand that, but he's
He
an
hasn't
all-time
played
lead
there.
tackler. I know, I understand that, Bob, but I'm
Been
saying
about a decade.
I would have an affinity for an affection for Green Bay because of something like that. But I wasn't. I don't think I was rooting against J.J. McCarthy last night, but I wasn't rooting for him. You know, just because of the Michigan thing. I don't know.
I do find the discourse on J.J. McCarthy kind of strange with some people.
How so?
Because, I just don't think they look at it objectively. It's just like, oh, he's going to suck. It's like, why? Well, he played for Michigan.
Yeah, right.
Okay, what's reason number 2?
Right, yeah. Because he played for Harbaugh.
He might be great. He might be terrible. I have no idea. The first half looked pretty bad. First 3 quarters looked pretty bad. Fourth quarter looked awesome. It's one game. I don't really care whether or not he nor the Vikings are good or bad, and I don't have a problem with people rooting against him because he played for Michigan.
Right.
But there are some
Just
people
saying
who
he's
just
gonna be
blatantly
inherently
say
bad, yeah.
he's going to be a bad quarterback because he played at Michigan. I don't know.
What a huge win
Likes nuance,
for
but-
him. To have that in the fourth quarter, his first NFL start, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't look. It might be a Chicago collapse versus a Minnesota win, but nonetheless, to be able to do that on the road on a Monday night in your first NFL start,
It was good. He played really well in the second half.
pretty impressive. Yeah, I agree. All right, Bobby, make us less dumb.
Time to get smarter. Morning Juice presents Today in History. Here's your professor, Bobby Carpenter.
All right, take it away, General.
Oh, my gosh. I'm trying to sign into my email here, and I mean, I have a better chance of.
Dude, it's like 3
I
levels.
woke up tomorrow morning with my head sewn to the carpet.
That's what I feel like.
Vacation. Chris's
Yes.
vacation.
Chris's-
There we go. See?
I'm
I've got
having
that
plenty
one.
of issues over here too. I
You
can't
are-
get
you both
the
are?
log right
Yes, to all
for a
apps.
second day in a row. The stream didn't
Do I need
fire
to,
correctly.
Do I need to, stall?
Pets' heads are falling off. Yeah. Where'd you get that money? Sold some things. What'd you sell? Petey.
You know, we've got about 5 or 6 people
He
already
doesn't have a head.
commenting in the
That's
juicers,
all,
and they
dude.
haven't commented yet. That concerns me a little bit, but go ahead.
That's all right. Maybe they're all rooting against J.J. McCarthy. It is Tuesday, September 9th, the 252nd day of the year. $1.13 remaining in this 2025. This date's 1776. The Continental Congress officially names their union the United States.
Ooh.
We take for granted for that. I mean, see, I always tell a lot of people it's best when the definition is embedded in the name. The United States kind of says it all right there for you, Bodie.
Who do you play for?
Exactly.
United States.
This
Of
date's
America.
1791. The capital of America is what, Bodie?
And what year was it?
1791.
Yeah.
I got to guess, too. You can go first.
No,
Dave.
not what is the capital. What is our current capital?
Oh, our
Current.
current capital is Washington D.C.
That's right. Is officially named after George Washington.
Makes
At
sense.
that point in time. But in Philly, it was in New York, bounced around, but they were building the capital
Zanesville
there.
one year.
I think it was actually Zanesville, Ohio.
Zanesville was the capital of Ohio one year for a while.
Was it really?
Chillicothe was.
That is true. What Zanesville was also.
You sure about that?
I'm telling you, dude, I don't listen. I don't
Chillicothe was the
I
capital.
don't
with a
spit
lot of
falsehoods.
confidence.
I'm telling you, Zanesville.
Chillicothe was the capital twice. You're telling me Zanesville was
Zanesville was also the capital
Okay.
of Ohio.
All right. You may be correct in that. I know Ohio, I think, had 4 different capitals, so there you go.
See,
This date, 1839, John Herschel takes the first glass-plated photograph. That's how they used to do it before the invention of the film. 1850, California is admitted as the 31st state following the 49er gold rush.
1810 to 1812, Bob.
There you go. Perfect.
And then the government moved back to Chillicothe.
Chillicothe
Columbus,
before
yes.
moving to Columbus eventually.
Yep.
It was Chile, Zanesville, Chile, Columbus.
That's what it looks like to me.
Look at that. There you go. Fifth
Big
grade,
time ball.
sixth grade Ohio history right there, Bodie. I don't know if they still teach that or not. This date, 1956, Elvis Presley makes his first appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show. This date, 1978, Beast of Burden by the Rolling Stones hits number 1.
I'll never be your beast of burden. My back is broken, but it's a hurt. All I want for you to make love to me.
Top 5 Stone song for me.
It's pretty good. How about Ruby Tuesday?
No, that's overrated. But Bette Midler remade Beast of Burden. And
Not
Mick
as
Jagger.
good. Not as good.
Not as good, but Beast of Burden, one
I
of my
need
top
Beast
5.
of Burden to be sang by like a dude with a raspy voice.
Not Bette Midler.
No, I don't like Bette Midler. I enjoy her a lot. I enjoy Betty Davis too. This date, 1987, Nolan Ryan strikes out his 4,500th batter. 1989, Steffi Graf retains the U.S. Open title by beating Martina Navratilova in 3 sets. 2003, John Mayer releases his second album, Heavier Things.
Fathers, be good to your daughters. Daughters will love like you do. Girls become lovers who turn into.
So fathers, be good to your daughters too. John Mayer, creepy dude.
Creepy dude?
Oh, have you ever listened to him talk?
No,
I guess-
no song.
I read an email written to him, or written by him, to Jessica Simpson after they had kind of separated and she was dating Tony, and that was very.
Oh, really?
It was.
You saw the email? It wasn't public.
Oh no, Tony pulled it out. This was back before.
But it wasn't like public knowledge. It wasn't like
No,
okay,
no,
this is
no,
private.
no. She
Okay.
had forwarded it to him, and he had pulled it up on the desktop computer in the equipment room, which is where we used to go into. Like guys would write emails and do things. I mean, you laugh at that, but like that's where you had to
Yeah,
go to do
way to
stuff.
go,
You needed like, hold on, I gotta send this important email. Let me go into the equipment room because he was never on there.
My
Like, I'm
MySpace
like,
page. Yeah.
Exactly. Update your Facebook.
Right.
My face.
My face.
This day, 2006.
He's creepy?
Oh, it was very bizarre. It was very bizarre. Imagine, I mean, yeah, dude, he's an artist. Most
I
artists are
understand.
kind of weird and like yeah.
Right.
He was describing a dream that he had,
Oh.
and it was very. It was something that you would read in maybe a college English class.
Okay.
You know, I don't know.
Right, that's fine.
This day, 2006, almost 20 years ago, Justin Timberlake, he decided to bring "Sexy" back, hitting number 1.
I'm bringing sexy back.
Yes.
The mother boys don't know how to act. Yeah. I think it's special what's behind your back. Yeah. So turn around and I'll pick up this.
That wasn't 2006, Bob.
When was it?
2019, 2020. It's not 2006.
It was.
I'm not
I
gonna let it
assure
happen.
you, it was like right after I got out
can't-
of college.
I can't let that be the truth.
That was a banger.
I know my truth.
I know my truth. What movie's that out of?
Wow. You guys know I know my truth.
I know what it is. I'm asking you.
It's from Couples Retreat.
Yeah, I know my truth.
When Vince Vaughn got,
I got bitten by a shark.
Right, yeah.
I think you actually cut yourself on the ladder
right.
getting out.
Yeah,
I know
right,
my
yes.
truth.
I know my truth.
Do you think that you're ever going to get me? I'm asking you to see if you can remember the catalog you have.
Yeah.
And then this date, 2015 rather, Queen Elizabeth II becomes the longest reigning monarch in the United Kingdom.
She's reigned over us now for 63 years, 7 months and 2 days. And we're here tonight in the gardens of Buckingham Palace as the Queen approaches the record set by her great-great-grandmother, Queen Victoria. In the next half an hour, she will become Britain's longest reigning monarch. And celebrations are being held right across the country.
Prince Philip and I are very grateful for the warmth of your welcome on this occasion. Many, including you, First Minister, have also kindly noted another significance attaching to today, although it is not one to which I have ever aspired. Inevitably, A long life can pass by many milestones. My own is no exception. But I thank you all, and the many others at home and overseas, for your touching messages of great kindness.
It's amazing. R.I.P. One of the great ones. Some birthdays today. Born on this day, 1928 or 1828. War and Peace author Lee Tolstoy was born. This
Did you ever read that one?
War and Peace?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have or not. There's a good chance I had. I had really good English teachers growing up.
Is there a movie?
Sure, they made a movie out of that. That's what they used to do with all the classic novels. This date, 1890. Born on this day, 1890. The original Colonel himself, Colonel Sanders, was born.
Colonel Sanders, did your chicken make you a wealthy man?
Well, fairly. After I started franchising, I started franchising when I was 66 years old. Now, that's an advantage again. Don't quit because you're 65, because you can do something quite worthwhile after that. So I sold out after 7.5 years of this franchise business. I sold out for $2 million. Not a lot of money. I see in the paper yesterday the same company that I sold for $2 million sold for $240 million yesterday.
You feel you got left out?
I'm left out. That's right. I don't want nobody writing me for any money because I didn't get any of that. But with $2 million, that's enough to keep an old person in the family.
Old person, my foot. How old are you?
Well, I'll be 81 my next birthday now.
I suspect you're coming up with something new.
Well, I hope to be doing something because I don't believe in ever stopping because you'll rust out blame so quick and you'll wear out. And there's always something to be done.
Gosh, I could hardly understand him.
Yeah, he went a little Edo on that last
That's
part
good.
there.
Well, hey, listen, he's the Colonel. He was 81. He lived to 90 years old.
Yeah.
The Colonel.
Oh,
Good for him.
yeah.
Great chicken.
Great chicken.
Chickens don't like him.
That's all right. They helped him. He helped them fulfill their life's purpose.
That's fair.
How many chickens do you think are out there? You ever think about how much chicken we eat as a...
Society. Have you ever
Yeah.
seen how they raise
Lord.
chickens? You'll never want to eat them again.
I don't want to look at it. Nope.
I wonder
I'm
how.
sick. I'm
there it is, like the
semi-aware of-
dirtiest. Probably
Bob,
not.
don't ruin it for people.
I'm just telling you, man.
I know.
They raise them in. It's like the Matrix. They raise them in these little cages. Just feed them. Don't move. Pump them full of juice.
Do you think cage-free chickens are really cage-free?
Yeah.
Do you think they
I
get
think
checked
there
on
is-
that?
I think there is probably some certification process you have to be able to
I'm
do
just
that.
saying. Look. That would be one of the worst jobs.
I'll tell you
to
this:
have.
if you ever eat cage-free chicken eggs, their yolks are significantly darker than like
Are
the
they?
other ones. Yeah,
I didn't
they
know
look
that.
different. I could tell you. You could tell. If I showed you 2 eggs, especially when you talk about what they're fed, big difference right there.
Cage-free chickens, I just wouldn't trust them.
Why?
Well, because
You're trying to overthrow the government?
no, I'm just saying, like
Let
if you're
them
out
out?
there in the wild, cage-free.
Free
Like
range.
there's a cage. There's a cage though around there. There's no way it's cage-free chicken. Bob, the cage might be a chicken wire fence and like on the outskirts of a 40-acre farm.
I think the term is free range.
Okay, well, I'm just saying they're not really caged. We're all
Chickens don't move a whole lot.
we're all
My
in
brother
cages.
has cage-free chickens. Like,
Is
they
it
don't
like War of the Planet of the Apes?
It
Like,
is.
I don't think we got to worry about the chickens taking over.
No, they're pretty dumb, to tell you the truth. They'll peck each other to death sometimes. It's pretty wild. One of the great singers of all time, gone too soon, but born on this date, 1941, Mr. Otis Redding.
I'm sitting on the dock of the bay,
This song.
watching the tide
Oh, God.
An old friend.
just sitting
Put it on
on
play
the
for
dock
hours.
of the bay, wasting time.
He died
I
very
love-
young.
He did. He died in 1967. He would have been 26-ish years old, depending if he'd hit his birthday yet.
Yeah.
Turning 73 today, Tom Wopat,
Oh yeah.
better known as Luke Duke, out of Duke's Hat. I never heard of
That
that.
one. Come on.
Oh,
Tom
yeah.
Wolpat, John
Oh,
Schneider.
yeah. There we go, Luke Duke.
Yes.
Hit it again.
Hear that little tapping in there, little cooter?
A little tapping, the timing's a little off.
Well, listen, you two get after that, and we'll see if we can find some paint to throw on this thing. All right?
Well, Uncle Jesse, I think sounds great, huh? Is this all the paint you got here, Cooter?
This is almost all orange.
Yeah, y'all, I am a little thin in the paint department, but now that's a nice reddish orange.
Tell me that's the general they're working on.
General
And I
Lee.
love the way you put that old one on the side, fellas.
Yeah, well, from now on out, that's going to be the story of our lives. We start out with nothing. It's number one here all the way.
It's the good old boys.
Never meaning no harm.
Just a good old boy.
What a banger.
Never meaning
I don't think I've ever seen an episode of Dukes of Hazzard.
So-
I've seen some clips.
Okay, so there you go. Not so
quote-
funny all of a sudden, is
Yeah,
it?
well,
Bob,
it
there was
also came out before I was born. So.
John Schneider and Tom Wopat, Bo and Luke Duke.
Is he related to Rob Schneider?
Could be. They had a contract dispute with the network.
Mm-hmm.
And so they said, we're not doing it now. And for one season, they brought in their cousins, Coy and Vance.
Come on.
I'm telling you, listen, here's what's funny about it. I think that one guy, like Bo and Luke Duke, I think Luke always had a blue shirt on, like a denim shirt kind of thing, and Bo always had yellow. When the new guys came on, they flipped it where like the other guy, who's supposed to be like John Schneider, had the blue on, and Vance, I think, had the yellow. And for one season, they were, because Bo and Luke were out trying to compete on the NASCAR circuit, was how they wrote it in. But for one season, Coy and Vance.
So did they end up returning?
Then they came back, yes.
That's even better.
But Coy and Vance, though, for one season, they were on there because Bo and Luke had a problem with the network.
I love it. Hugh Grant turning 65 today.
I love that word relationship. Covers all manner of sins, doesn't it? I fear that this has become a bad relationship. A relationship based on the president taking exactly what he wants and casually ignoring all those things that really matter to Britain. We may be a small country, but we're a great one too. The country of Shakespeare, Churchill, the Beatles, Sean Connery, Harry Potter.
Sean Connery.
David Beckham's right foot. David Beckham's left foot come to that. And a friend who bullies us is no longer a friend. And since bullies only respond to strength, from now onward, I will be prepared to be much stronger. And the president should be prepared for that.
Where's that from, buddy?
Love Actually.
Love Actually. Okay,
I've never seen it.
I've
had a lot
seen
of
parts of it.
views on YouTube. So it's like, oh, this must be popular.
Hugh Grant, my favorite one of his is Notting Hill. I've
That's a good
seen
one. I've
parts
seen
of
Notting
Love
Hill.
Actually. I don't remember that. I'm guessing that's near the end with everything. Bob Stoops, longtime Oklahoma coach, Youngstown native, turning 65 today.
When I asked you about your thoughts before this game, you said maybe the most invaluable asset you had for this ball game was the experience of having played in this national championship game against Florida State, that it gave you information and the preparedness that was invaluable.
That's right. Our players recognize that the history of Oklahoma is about winning championships. We already have 6 national championships. Now we have 7. We play well in the Orange Bowl. You can't say, well, that was then, this is now. That's Oklahoma football. We have a great history in this Orange Bowl, and it's only getting better.
There we go. Great history in the Orange Bowl. Dan Marley turning 60 today, a longtime NBAer. Adam Sandler turning 59.
Whoa, Miss Lippy.
Oh,
Part of the
yes.
story I don't like is that the little boy gave up looking for Happy after an hour. He didn't put posters up or anything. He just sat on the porch like a goon and waited. That little boy's got to think, you got a pet. You got a responsibility. If your dog is lost, you don't look for an hour and then call it quits. You get your ass out there and you find that fucking dog.
Sorry, sir, we stopped serving breakfast.
What are you talking about? We're 4 seconds late.
No, you're 30 minutes and 4 seconds late. We stopped serving breakfast at 10:30.
Ah, horse shit! No, don't cry. I'm sorry. I wasn't cursing at you. I was cursing at the lady.
Nice parenting.
Hey, thanks. You're my therapist. Take a walk. You want a Happy Meal? We'll get you one of those Happy Meals. You got a Happy Meal? Can we get a Happy Meal? Will somebody get you to the Happy Meal? Remember when Bobby Boucher showed up at halftime and the Mud Dogs won the Bourbon Bowl, do you?
Gosh, there's so much good stuff there. That was really good. When he shows up, they're like, "Sir, we stopped at 10:30."
Homeless guy's like, I thought it was 11 too.
Oh, it's so good. The best part is the homeless guy is what's his name? Steve Buscemi. Terrific in that. B.J. Armstrong, Bulls sharpshooter, turning 58. Shane Battier turning 47. Red center fielder and played in the Major League for about 7, maybe 9 years. I don't think he played last year. Billy Hamilton turning 35. And then Lauren Daigle, famed singer, turning 34 today. Passing away. Albert Spalding passing away on this date in 1915. He was mad that he didn't land the role in Castaway. They went with Wilson instead. Right. Broke his heart.
Rolls off the tongue a little more.
Really does. What's that? And then James Earl Jones. I'm excited to hear what you got from this, Bodie. Passing away 1 year ago today.
One day, Simba, the sun will set on my time here and will rise with you as the new king.
And this will all be mine?
Everything.
That's Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
The light touches.
Ray, people will come, Ray. They'll come to Iowa for reasons they can't even fathom.
See, this is...
They'll turn up your driveway, not knowing for sure why they're doing it.
Creepy.
They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children,
Hand over money.
longing for the past. If you only knew the power of the dark side. Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
No, I am your father.
Gosh. Some legendary roles right
Quite
there.
the catalog.
That's how my wife's in her wedding vows was, you have no idea the power of the dark side, which said
Which one?
her name was Heather. Anyway, though, Bob, it's very creepy that in Field of Dreams, it's like people show up, they won't even know why, and they'll just hand over the money. Like, that's
right.
a creepy thing.
Well, I mean, you got something they want to buy. You know, that's how commerce works.
That's how it sounds like a meth dealer.
Well, that's
people show up, they're not sure why they're there. You'll give them drugs, they'll come back. They won't even know why. They'll just do it.
Better than the money's on the nightstand.
Let's have a catch. I don't know about that. Let's have listen. The nightstand thing.
How
was
do you
better.
have a catch?
Exactly, Bob.
You
That's
didn't-
why the movie sucks.
Oh, Tito.
It does.
I've
no one
never,
says have a
I've
catch.
never seen it.
No one. You've
No?
never seen Field of Dreams?
Yeah, and I'm good with that. I'm willing to take that one
It's
to the
good.
grave.
I'll
I'm
tell
not
you what it
debating
is.
whether
I wouldn't say it sucks.
I like Kevin Costner, and I like James Earl Jones.
Costner's great.
They ruined me on the have a catch thing. Is what ruined it for me.
I never played baseball, so it's not a big deal to me. Some holidays observances today. It is Care Bear Shine Your Care. Care Bear Share Your Care Day, which I don't know. There's a Dave Chappelle skit bit about that in one of his stand-ups, and I can't even watch it anymore. Let's say that with a straight face. It's so good. International Sudoku Day. How about that? National Steak à Pois Day. Sounds good. Are You Okay Day? And Wonderful Weirdos Day, Thitoff, in honor of you. And those are your historical events, your birthdays, your passings, your holidays, observances for this date, Tuesday, September 9th. It's September, that's right.
Yes.
It's September 9th, the 252nd day of the year, and 113 days remaining in this 2025.
Well, as always, Generals, a former Buckeye being the bigger person. That's next. Morning Juice.
I've been playing sports all my life. Little football, basketball, pickleball, cross training, mud events, Spartan races and things like that.
For Dr. Eric Williams, a successful chiropractor, staying active means everything. So when nagging knee pain slowed him down, he didn't want drugs or invasive surgery. He found a natural way to get lasting relief. QC Kinetics Cellular Therapies.
We're using my body's natural abilities to get better. And that's huge. In time, that's going to be the way of the future. Using your own body's ability to heal. Now I can play day to day and not have that severe pain.
Now he's back out there doing what he loves, thanks to QC Kinetics.
Life is good. You're not going to slow me down.
Leave the pain behind and get moving. Book your free consultation today with QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. My good friends over at Sleep Better Columbus want you to know that if you're 65 or older, enjoying those golden years, but maybe you're dealing with restless nights, you need to listen up. Are you tossing and turning, struggling with sleep apnea, and that leaves you wiped out during the day? Well, it's time to reclaim your rest with Dr. Mark Levy at Sleep Better Columbus. As a leading provider in non-surgical sleep apnea treatments, Dr. Levy helps you breathe easier and sleep deeper with custom oral appliances, a comfortable alternative to CPAP. The best part is that Sleep Better Columbus is in network with most medical insurance plans and is a proud Medicare provider, so your coverage can work seamlessly with Sleep Better Columbus. And as we head toward the end of the year, don't let those benefits go unused. You don't want to wait to use your deductible. Act now to make the most of it with Sleep Better Columbus. Call Sleep Better Columbus today at 800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com. Once again, that number, 800-MORE-SLEEP or sleepbettercolumbus.com for your consultation. Sleep better, live better. You've earned it.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
Tito invited the new Russian family who moved in down the street to watch Rocky IV. It did not go well. I must break you. This is Morning Juice.
It is Morning Juice. I'm Tito. He's Bobby. There's Bodie. Check us out on YouTube. But now, we're going to make you hungry.
You hear the sound, you know what time it is. It's a Tuesday, which means it's an appetizer Tuesday, a threes day, if you will, at Roosters. And at Roosters, home of the best wings you're going to find. Official wing partner of Ohio State Athletics. They have a $3 appetizer all day long. In the featured appetizer for September 9th, it's Roosters onion feathers, battered onion petals, fried golden brown, and served with a side of plucking sauce. I call it plucky sauce.
Oh.
It's delicious. Caleb loves it. Brought some home yesterday. Kids were smashing them. They're delicious. They're good, and they're $3 all day long, so go check them out. In an hour from now, if you've been listening to the show, you get a chance to win a $50 Roosters gift card. You know how I know Roosters is legit, because Beam took Billy there after his doctor's appointment yesterday.
I saw that. He put on. He said, "No idea you guys were there doing your show."
He literally walks right by there, like, Beam's over there.
Which
I'm
one
like,
was it? Just the same place every week for you guys?
Well, it's at Henderson until the one at Olentangy reopens, which is getting very close.
Okay, then you go back to Olentangy.
Newly remodeled.
All right. Good seeing Beam. I take you don't see him much anymore, but good seeing him, I'm sure.
We keep our synergy up.
Here you go.
Anybody checked on Beam since last night?
Oh, from the game?
Oh, that's a good.
Probably.
point.
Hey,
I know he's got a
after
pretty big callus build up to that sort of
yeah,
stuff.
but after that
I don't
first
know, it still
drive,
hurts.
he was feeling pretty sweet.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Caleb Williams, 6 for 6,
4.
scrambling
Dan
in.
Marino.
First rushing touchdown, 6 for 6, looking good, no sacks.
And now he can stay up late and not worry about that crap in the morning. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't watch. Did either one of you stay up for the whole game?
I cut it loose in like the middle of the third.
Halftime for me.
I have no like rooting interest in.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, I root for Ohio State guys. They had Donovan Jackson out there. Both teams had a starting guard, Jonah Jackson and Donovan Jackson, no relation. Was there anyone else? Does Minnesota have someone? Yeah, Minnesota had, I believe, Jeff Okuda, I think, was playing corner.
Oh, was he really for them?
If
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken. I thought I heard a Jeff Okuda sighting out there. I think that's it. Pace went to Cincinnati, so I like to follow him. I called a couple of his games when he was there. Yeah.
We heard Bill Belichick has banned the Patriots from being around his team, and said he would still, he said, look, you can talk to us about our players. We'll talk to you and things like that, but banned them. Mike Vrabel said that Bill Belichick is welcome at the Patriots facility. And he said, but he qualified it, though, to the best of my knowledge. and said that
I haven't banned him. Basically, is what he said.
Yeah, it's what he was saying, but it's possible he's still banned. But the fact that
I don't think he is.
I don't know, Bob. You would know better than I would on that.
I don't think Robert Kraft ever came out and said he cannot come in here. When he said he didn't want, he didn't say he was banned from up there. He said they didn't want me around anymore, or they don't want me up there at all. Which means I think it was more the fact like they ushered him to the door at the end.
Vrabel said Bill came back for, to the best of my knowledge, to Tom's ceremony.
Yeah.
And he said, so I guess he's welcome back based on the fact he was there. I'll just go by that. Since his departure as head coach here, he's been back. I'll leave it at that. I don't understand, Bob. I can't wrap my head around why there's still so much bitterness between Belichick and the Patriots.
Well, I think Bill's just mad.
Side.
I think Bill's mad that he. Well, not that he got fired. I think that there's a narrative out there, whether it's true or not. I will not comment on that. I have my own theories on this, but the fact that he was. Information that he was going to get the Falcons job and maybe people in the Patriots organization / ownership group kind of poisoned the well with that.
Okay.
And poisoned the well with him in the NFL. I think that's where his animosity comes from. Not even the fact that he was fired, more so the fact that afterwards, you don't want me, that's fine. But now you're also like telling other people why they shouldn't hire me, how I'm going to take over everything, and you're going to lose control of your team.
And I guess that's a big deal, though, Bob. Like if you're the Falcons, and you want to make that splash,
you want to be good. Arthur Blank, I don't think cares about making a splash. I think Arthur Blank wants to win a Super Bowl.
Okay,
and so that's why he was looking at Bill Belichick, and I think him and Bob Kraft have a pretty good relationship, and so I think that's where that kind of stemmed and originated from. I thought the Cowboys might hire him. It seemed
that would
like
make sense.
Yeah, but Bob, when you have Brian Schottenheimer.
Listen, Schotty did a good job in that first game.
I agree. I'm just, it still goes back to the premise of hiring an OC from a failed coaching staff.
I don't think he was calling the plays, though. It looked fairly obvious.
Yeah, I think McCarthy was definitely
after watching what the offense looked like.
Look, he's already at least one game significantly better than Mike ever was at
clock management?
Yes.
You mean the fact that they executed a 12-yard
timeout
spike?
Got
and
3 points in a game that ended up being a one-score game.
Holy crap, it looks like you guys practiced that. Imagine that. We're actually going to practice something. We may run in a game, a situation. Yeah, I agree with you. And listen, I don't disagree with some of that, but I think that's where a lot of that animosity stems from. But I don't think Mike Vrabel individually has anything against Bill Belichick.
Do you think Belichick's anything against Vrabel?
No.
You don't think so? You think they still have
No, I don't think it's against Vrabes. Vrabes never said anything like detrimental to Bill or anything. Like he'll talk trash to him. They had a very good, I think, a very honest and open relationship. But I don't think there was ever any animus between those two.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like all the different storylines already. Like you had Brady, who's part owner of the Raiders, beating Vrabel, the coach of the Patriots. And Josh McDaniels, the OC, and you got the Belichick stuff going on. It's that family tree of Belichick and the Patriots just extends so far on that one. But anyway, yeah, Vrabel sounds like he's okay with him being there. We'll see if anything softens on the Belichick thing. I don't know if that the
détente, if you will.
Yes, the Parcells and Jimmy Johnson has cooled a little bit by the fact that Johnson's going to be in the Ring of Honor kind of stuff. Johnson's part of that.
You mean Jones and Jimmy Johnson?
I'm sorry, Jones, Jimmy Johnson. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Time heals a lot of things.
I'm wondering.
You know what else does? Mortality.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Mortality does.
Also, when you realize that you're not going to live forever.
Right.
You know what? Do you think Jerry sat there and watched that Andy Bernard clip of realizing you were in the good old days
before you actually left him?
Before you actually left him and thought,
son of a gun.
Andy.
Aikman's in. Irvin's in. Emmett's in.
Yeah.
I don't know who else off top. I would guess Darren Woodson's in.
Witten's not in yet. Usually they wait till...
I was thinking more just that era.
I got you.
Usually they wait till you have a chance to get in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
I don't know. Is there anybody in the Cowboys Ring of Honor that isn't in the Hall of Fame?
I can't imagine.
So I was curious. There's some guys that you could put in there.
Right.
That are Charles Haley isn't in there, I don't think. But is he in the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
I think Haley's got to be, doesn't he?
It's a good question. Before Brady, he was the only guy to ever win 5 Super Bowls.
This would have been good show prep by me if I would have known we were going to do this.
Well,
but yeah, I think that Haley.
It's a couple of guys in here having fun.
Haley's got to be in the Hall of Fame, doesn't he?
What do you say? Got it? Like why?
He was that. Just
is.
because
You're
he was
correct.
good.
He
yeah.
is.
He was really good.
He was.
He was Hall of Fame worthy.
2-time All-Pro, 2-time first-team All-Pro, 5-time Pro Bowler, won 5 Super Bowls. Very impactful player. Probably the fact that he won the 5 Super Bowls helps him as much as anything.
Right.
You know, when you think about just he made big plays in big games, but he also was afforded those big games by being on great teams.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hold that against him, but it's part of it.
Coming up next, we'll hit you with some quick hitters. Morning Juice.
Delaware County Veterans Services, here for those who served. Located on the ground floor of the historic courthouse in downtown Delaware, our team of veteran county veteran service officers is ready to help you access VA benefits, emergency financial assistance, dental and medical grants, transportation, and more. Need a ride to a VA appointment? Facing a financial emergency? Are you or your spouse simply looking for answers? Then give Delaware County Veterans Services a call. 740-833-2010 to schedule an appointment. Delaware County Veterans Services.
Around the world, Children International and friends like you are giving children in poverty a chance to grow and thrive, to be healthy, to succeed in school, and achieve great things. How do we do it? In the best way possible, by helping ensure access to healthcare, nutrition, and educational opportunities. And most importantly, by empowering youths and their families to get out of poverty and into employment through life skills, computer, and job training. The very tools they need to break the cycle of poverty and build futures full of promise. Because every child deserves a chance to realize their full and best potential. Learn more about how Children International is empowering children and families by going to children.org today. That's children.org.
Once there was a man who couldn't stand.
A mom who couldn't wait.
A scientific community that said it couldn't be done.
And then you.
And then I.
And then we.
Brought neuromuscular disease into screaming color with the Muscular Dystrophy Association.
For 75 years, our voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
We've willed the impossible into existence.
We've pushed the science,
raised the funds,
shifted the narrative,
and transformed the reality of life with neuromuscular diseases.
For 75 years, we've built communities together.
Established the field of neuromuscular medicine,
and made it thrive.
Call that a legacy.
Call it impact.
Call it momentum.
Just call it ours.
Because it's the generations of community heroes that give MDA the strength we have today.
And until neuromuscular disease is a thing of the past, you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
Respiratory syncytial virus, or RSV, is a common seasonal virus, but it can have major implications on a patient's heart health. Most RSV cases involve mild cold-like symptoms, but up to 160,000 adults are hospitalized each year for more serious cases. And RSV can escalate chronic health issues. If you're over the age of 60, talk to your doctor to find out if the new RSV vaccine is right for you. And learn more at heart.org/RSV.
Bobby is known as the General. Tito shops at Dollar General. This is Morning Juice.
Morning Juice. Tito, Cart, Bodie. Juicers. Oh, we're 140 strong in the chat right now there, Bob. We've had some good numbers lately on that.
The rookie numbers. You got to pump those numbers.
I understand, yes. I want people to log in on multiple devices. Let's do some quick hitters.
Morning Juice presents Quick Hitters.
Sponsored by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call Dr. Mark Levy today at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP.
And it's now his time to shine. He's Bodie Wells.
Happy Tuesday, fellas. We'll start with the NFL here. The San Francisco 49ers, they went on the road and earned themselves a 17-13 win over the Seahawks in Seattle over this past Sunday. That win came at quite the price, though. Tight end George Kittle, he's expected to miss at least a few weeks due to a hamstring injury that he suffered in the game. And then Kyle Shanahan, their head coach, told reporters on Monday that Brock Purdy, he's going to be added to the injury report with a left shoulder and toe injury. Mac Jones was the backup quarterback in San Francisco. Did he? I didn't see that.
Yeah, someone got him pretty good.
He stayed in and drove him down the field on that last drive there to win it. Nevertheless, though, if he can't go this weekend, they'd have to turn to Mac Jones. Good news, the 49ers, they played the Saints this weekend on the road. But nevertheless, Bob, no Kittle, potentially no Purdy. Still a tall task to beat anyone without two guys like that in your lineup.
Yeah, so Purdy's out, they said, for sure?
No, they said he's
not for sure.
Okay.
Kittle's definitely out.
Kittle is out. Okay,
Purdy.
that's what I thought. Kittle was in street clothes. Put your street clothes
Yes.
on. Put Luke Farrell in there. And the other guy who caught the game-winning touchdown pass.
That was a heck of a catch, too. It looks like Purdy threw a pick, and he's like,
threw,
I got it.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
27 for Seattle. I can't think of his name. He has got to be sick to his stomach because it was thrown right to him, and he let the tight end come right around him and pick it off. That'd be big. No Purdy, no Kittle's one thing because I think they survived that. Here's the good news. They're playing the Saints.
Yeah.
They're playing the Rattler. All right? So as long as you bring that anti-venom, you're going to be fine. So I'm not overly concerned about this, but you need to get Kittle back because he missed a lot of time last year.
I got to believe most people did not have Kittle and Purdy as the guys who might be hurt in week 2 versus CMC. But if they can get the win over New Orleans on the road, Bob, started off 2-0 with both being road wins, and one of them being a division game, which is
Seattle's
really
big because they're tough out up there.
They are, yes. And so that'd be a hell of a way to start the season, especially if, like, does the opponent dictate, Bob, sometimes if you're going to play somebody or not, if they're on the fence? Like, if I'm the 49ers, I'm like, you know what? We're playing at New Orleans. Great. It's a road game. That's fine. But I'd much rather, I need Purdy in weeks 3 through whenever. How many games
some
are
of it is like, there's a lot of factors to go into it. What point in the season is it?
Yeah.
If it's the end of the season, you're like, all right, let's just roll. Like now it's like, hey, can we manage this? And if we give you a week, are you going to be a lot better moving forward? And can we get ahead of it? As opposed to if it's 2/3, 3/4 the way through the season, hey, we just got to grind. We just got to grind through it and deal with it. And then some of it is opponent you're playing, but there are, just as we talked earlier, there are no gambling states in the NFL. Like every team.
That ain't Michigan State, son.
No, exactly. You know, it's what our
throwaway game in Rochester.
This is what my Bruce DeHaven said, Bobby. You're not playing Indiana. There's no homecoming games in the NFL, and there's truth to that. And so that's one of the other things. Like as bad as the Saints are, they're going to get a win this year. There's only been one team that two teams that haven't done that. Browns newly joined to the fray.
Joined immortality.
Was there
odds
a
are
team?
of however many teams there have been over 70
seasons.
years. Over
Probably going to win one.
You're going to win one.
They almost won last week, even.
Yes, as bad as that was.
Did
they play the Jags? Someone's got to win that one.
Jacksonville, they smoked Carolina.
Not Jacksonville, I mean Carolina. They play Carolina twice.
Yeah, they play Carolina twice.
That's what I'm saying. Not Jacksonville, I meant Carolina.
Split one of those.
In the 82 season, the strike season, Bob, there was a winless team. Now, granted, it was not 0-16 or like that, but they were actually in the Buccaneers went 0-14 in the 14-game schedule their first year. The Baltimore Colts went 0-8-1 in 82.
No one's got 0-17 yet, though. So
no, that's right. That's something to shoot for.
Aspirational goals.
Absolutely.
Next up here in college football, speaking of wins that came at a price, Mississippi State, they had one of the best wins of the weekend as they, after giving up a 17-0 lead, they beat Arizona State, number 12 Arizona State, 24-20 on a last-minute 58-yard score. After the game, the fans, they did what you do after beating a top 25 team when you're unranked. They rushed the field. They went ahead and took the goalpost with them as they headed out of Davis Wade Stadium after leaving. And because of rushing the field and the SEC and their policy,
$500,000.
That's a $500,000 fine for the school. Tito, though, I'm guessing after that win, they probably don't mind paying it too much.
They probably don't. Their first non-conference win
was huge.
Over a top 15 team since 1991.
They were in the
them.
playoff last year.
I know.
Mississippi State, they've fallen on some hard times here.
Oh,
they
yeah.
have.
Recent years.
Oh, it's
Mike Leach ain't walking through that door.
I'm
No,
just
he's not.
Bob. It's a sad day if you're rushing the field after beating Arizona State.
They made
Number
the
12.
playoff last year. They were number 12.
I don't care, Bob. It's Arizona State.
They're Mississippi State.
Beating Alabama, who didn't make the playoff last year, is a bigger deal than beating Arizona State.
Listen,
They didn't beat Alabama, though.
I know
it
what I'm
goes
saying,
with
though.
expectation of winning that game, and I don't think many people expected them to win that game.
I don't expect Mississippi State to win any games.
Mississippi State, a very, very quick look at their history. They've been playing football since 1902. That was a long time ago. And they have 1, 2, 3 10-win seasons in the history
One of them was with
of the
Dak.
franchise. Yes, it was, 2014.
I
Dak
don't
was
know,
really good that year.
I just look. I don't know. If don't rush the field after Arizona State. Save it for a good opponent.
Coach. Bodie just outlined they've had 3 10-win seasons. They don't beat a lot of.
And when I say 10 win, I mean they won 10 games. Yeah. They have never won 11, 12, or more.
10 plus. It is 10. 10
it's
is
just
the number.
10. You don't have to add the plus there. I don't know, though. Tito, didn't we? I remember you and I talking on the Buckeye show probably, I don't know, 8-9 months ago. And you were going to the Maryland games. Does that sound right? And they were top 25, and the Buckeyes were not ranked. And I said if they beat them, they should rush the court. And didn't they?
Yes. I can't remember if they did or not.
I thought that was
they
the
won
Bruce
the game.
Thornton
They might have been. Yes, you might be right about that. Yes, but
you should have rushed the court, Tito.
No, you don't rush the court.
All it takes is one person to do it, and then everybody's in.
Start the fire, Billy Joel.
Yes.
I don't know about it. I think it's.
I like it because it's more for the students, like not older folks. The students are the ones that get out there because there's the connection. They go to class with them.
Yeah.
And those are the people you see out there on the court and field. So that's what I like about the field rushing. I think field rushing is a little more is a little safer than court storming because you just have more space.
Yeah.
And everybody and the players are in pads. Just my thing is, let the opposition get off the field. Celebrate with your team. Don't be a jerk.
Yeah.
But then what happens if you do something? Well,
you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Go ahead, Bodie.
Yeah. Speaking of, we had a banger of a Sunday night football game over the weekend as the Bills, they came all the way back to beat the Ravens there up in Buffalo. What was that, 41-40 or 42-41?
41-40.
41-40. Nevertheless, though, one of the more interesting moments from the game that kind of didn't happen on the field per se was when Lamar Jackson and a Bills fan got into it, started shoving each other after that fan had pushed some Ravens players after a score. Well, that fan, he's not going to be attending games any longer.
Good.
He will not be attending any more NFL games for the foreseeable future. ESPN's Adam Schefter reported Monday that a Bills team official said that the fan who was ejected after shoving the players has been indefinitely banned from the Bills and NFL stadiums. Bobby, pretty simple right call here, I think, on this one.
It is. Listen, like it just goes back to what I said. Don't be an antagonist with the other players. You want to talk a little bit and chat and chit-chat and whatever, and you paid a crap load of money to be close and have access, I get it. Do not, confront them because it's going to end badly for you.
Mm-hmm.
Either A, you're going to get kicked out and have a ban, which is what happened, or B, you're going to get knocked out, which I'm not sure which is worse.
But, Lamar Jackson came out and said, I let my emotion get the best of me. I kind of forgot where I was at.
The two things can be true.
Right, that's fine.
Player let his
I don't
emotions.
have a problem with Lamar Jackson doing that.
100%. You know why? Because that dude's been turned up for the last 3.5 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Getting hit, running around. Decompressing and coming out of that confrontation. That's why they give guys time to go hit the shower, give you 10 minutes before the media comes in afterwards. Or else you're just turned up into full confrontation mode. And it's hard to decompress from that.
I don't think I've ever been that mad or upset at a game to want to do something like that even. You know what I mean? To where I want to say something. I don't even I don't even really boo that much. But I'm not going to be somebody who I can't think of any instance in my life where I was that upset at another team or player.
Should come out to Northern Park and watch them
to do that.
5th and 6th grade football on Sunday afternoon.
Does that happen?
It may or may not.
Okay. I mean, I've seen it in youth sports.
It's pretty great.
I've probably gotten mad enough at a call.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't. My reaction is just to yell, not
go fight
the ref.
Get out there and you fight that. You gave up looking for him after an hour? Sat on the porch like some goon?
You get your ass out there.
You fight that gosh darn ref.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. It amazes me. And I'm sure, look, most of the time it's probably alcohol fueled.
No.
I know. It's hard to believe.
I doubt there's ever substances involved. People, clear mind, full heart, can't lose.
Yep.
I applaud Lamar Jackson for not doing more.
100%.
You know,
if you would have hit him with the right cross, I'd have been cool with that.
I'd have been fine with that also. I'm not saying that it's necessarily.
I'm not encouraging it, but I'll tell you, if that happens,
yes.
I'm going to say it was justified.
Well, and I think if you're that fan now, too, I'm guessing that guy's got decent money to pay for tickets that close to the field for that type of game.
Yeah.
Buffalo, they're trying to end a drought. Have they ever won a Super Bowl?
No.
Okay.
0-4.
And, I mean, they got as good of a shot as anybody this year. And now, if you wanted to go to any more games, that's it's not going to be happening, sir.
That happened to you ever, Bob, where you're
punch a player? I think you would have known about that.
You're off the field, come off the field, and a fan, either something like that happens, similar to that to you or
yell
not.
stuff. I mean, I would
I
always
did a yelling thing. I'm not saying anybody.
I would turn. You just kind of turn the sound into like white noise as you're jogging off, knowing that that's what it is. No one's ever got. I don't know how this access happens now. I didn't see this occur.
They're coming. Weren't they? They were coming off the field, right? Like it's a.
They had celebrated a touchdown.
Yeah.
They kind of like went to the end and ran through the end zone. That wall there is pretty close. So they're right up against the
that's
wall.
The thing. A lot of the older now they have all these field level suites, which is the problem. Like they used to always have, it was like 10 feet up. So like getting a confrontation was hard.
And the fan, I'm not defending him. It wasn't like he was like swinging or massive shoves. He kind of gave like a tap to, I think it was DeAndre Hopkins.
Hopkins first.
Kind of gave him a
Lamar,
push on the helmet. And then Jackson went right back at him.
Listen, don't ever touch. When you go to the zoo,
I agree.
You don't touch
This
the
ain't a
animals.
petting zoo,
All
man.
right?
But okay, along those lines, though, Bob.
Over there running along
But what
the
he
tiger
did,
fence.
scale of 1 to 10,
Yeah.
it was a 5 or 6.
But
Like, he shouldn't have done it, but it wasn't, like, egregious, I didn't feel.
But the thing is, like, you paid good money for those tickets.
You didn't pay money. Listen.
Does give you the right.
People pay good money at the cabarets, but you still, as what Shark tells me, no touching.
Look, we all pay to get, well, I don't know if you do, Bob. Bodie and I pay to get in the zoo.
We got a zoo membership.
You can just walk in.
Yeah, zoo
They'd
membership.
let you go, though. They would let you go.
Put me in there with the gorillas.
I'm just saying, though, just because you have admission into there doesn't mean,
How many
you
gorillas would it take down? Would it take to take down that Bobby Carpenter?
That's a great
How
question.
many gorillas would have to play for Ohio State? How would it play for Grambling State to beat Ohio State?
The numbers on that fan pool yesterday were 15 plus was the highest rated one.
Was it
I
really?
think, which
15
seems
plus?
egregious, but
That seems a little high.
They did 170.
And the Buckeye fans, dude. They're Buckeye. Look, Buckeye fans are going to think that all the time. You know what I mean?
25.
Yeah.
What was the question yesterday?
How many players would Grambling have to have
on every play?
On every play
to make it a four-quarter game.
Right.
Not to win. To
12,
make it a
13, 14, or 15 plus. And 15 plus was kind of the far away runaway winner there on the vote. Seeing if I could pull up real quick here. Wow. We tweet out like a million things. I don't know why. Okay, yeah, here we go. 50% of the vote got 15 or more. Then 14 got second at 27%, 13 got 18%, and 12 got 4%. So
yeah, 15 would be a significant advantage, I would think.
I would think so.
I would think so too. All right, coming up next, folks, it's Tuesday. It's Schleg's Day. We'll talk to Anthony Schlaggel next. Morning Juice.
The most common form of treatment for the arthritic joints is normally cortisone injections and gel shots and over-the-counter medications. And most patients have tried all of that and are still in pain.
Every day, Dr. Aaron Wolkoff, a QC Kinetics medical director, meets patients who have exhausted every method to get relief. They've been told surgery is their only option.
They want to stay away from that path, and they come to us almost as the last hope. So we're using our own body's properties to help manage pain, to help slow arthritis down, keep the patient active with no downtime, and get them back to what they enjoy doing. I mean, I love what I do.
QC Kinetics regenerative treatments from our board-certified providers help heal and restore aching joints. No surgery, harmful drugs, or downtime. Call for your free consultation today.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
My son Ian was diagnosed with a brain tumor at the age of 16 months. The outlook was pretty rough. I mean, it was, we had no hope until St. Jude rescued us. I mean, they saved him. To this date, we are 12 years into this journey, and from day one, we've never once seen a bill. It gave us the peace of mind to know that we're there with our son, and we're gonna beat cancer together. Now, he is doing really, really well. He's alive because of what St. Jude has done. He's here because of the doctors who came before, their blood, their sweat, their tears, the knowledge accumulated and shared, with everyone else around the world. This is how we get rid of this, how we help kids beat cancer all over. It's the future.
Together, we will make cures possible for every child everywhere. Learn more at stjude.org.
Some journeys start small, with small pause and big purpose.
Look how little fly, you sweet girl.
Every great partnership begins with the first step.
That
guiding them through the world so one day they can guide someone through life. With shared experience, confidence grows, and the path becomes clear. It takes time, patience, and love. But the reward lasts a lifetime.
Hey, good girl, Bella.
You don't just raise a puppy. You raise a future. Become a Dogs Inc. puppy raiser. Give a dog a purpose. Give someone hope.
Learn more at dogsinc.org.
Proud to be your go-to sports addiction.
WBNS, WBNS FM, HD3 Columbus.
The Fan 3, Ohio sports destination. One man is a national champion, NFL veteran, and local business leader. The other man is Tito. This is Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Here's Bobby and Tito.
All right. Bobby, Tito, Bodie. Capital Ford of Columbus High School football game of the week takes us to New Albany Friday night as the Eagles host the Upper Arlington Golden Bears. Coverage starts at 6:30. The kick at 7. After the game, it's Byers Subaru Dublin's Overtime with Ryan Baker and Lee Cochran. Friday nights are for high school football on the Fan. Football makes me think of this guy.
The best way to start a morning is with a heavy dose of iron. Gas station ready, always. It is Schleg Day.
He's Anthony Schlaggel. You know, Schlegs, you've now garnered the reputation. Listen, somebody ran on the field on Saturday, and all I heard was people asking, where's Schlegs? Why weren't you out there to do that, to take the guy down?
I know. Isn't that amazing? And then it's like, oh, that guy is just a tough guy that likes to hurt people. And, you know, listen, man, sign me up. Put me on the benefits at Ohio State. Honestly, we even talked about this, I think, on the Bobby Carpenter show, if I'm not mistaken, Bob. I think that it's not even like a bat signal. Maybe I just move like a couple of seats over and I'm sitting on the aisle with direct access to, you know, the stairwell, and then there's like a red coat that's right there. Like the first observer like gets an alert, like gives me the eyebrow or something, and then it's like, boom, it's sprinting out of nowhere. Or we do what we talked about and we just make it a thing. Like just have, hey, student, guess what? Opportunity to win free canes for a year. You know, but you have to run down
Roosters.
like the tunnel or I love Roosters. Let's go Roosters for a year. What are you freaking talking
Well,
about?
the Schlegs, they are the official wing sponsor.
Cheese bites.
Yeah, they are the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, and that's what we said. They wanted the in-game experience. I said, so how about this?
It.
Imagine this, Bodie. 3 times a year, you're not sure when or where, there will be a student that will just pour out of South stands and has to make it to the other end zone. And if he gets by Schlegs, then he gets the Roosters for a year. If not, you get perp walked off the field. How great would that be? And it's just part of the game. Like, you build in that. I go, man, that especially, you want to make it fun. Like, hey, in the third quarter of that Grambling game, it's starting to get a little bit sad, Schlegs. All of a sudden, poof, David Copperfield, you got some more excitement.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I don't like that. It's just like you're giving me a 100-yard open field tackle. That sounds
You're an athlete. You're an athlete, Schlegs.
I am an athlete. But I don't know about that one.
What were your thoughts, Schlegs, on the Grambling situation out there? I mean, people ask why they played that game. What was the purpose of it?
Really? Somebody asked that question?
Yeah.
Who asked that question?
There's a number of people like
I want to know their names. Their social security number, their address.
I think their function is like, why Grambling? Like, I understand we're playing Ohio University this weekend. That's great. You want to go play Miami, Ohio? Great. Play Kent State. Play Akron. Play whomever.
They played Youngstown State a couple years ago. They played Grambling State, and they pay a lot of money.
Well, Youngstown State is in the state of Ohio, so if you're going to do that, like, why not keep the money in state?
Yeah, but they're also an HBCU, right? So it's like, hey, why not? And I'm not necessarily sure. You guys got to remember, it's not like Ross made up this schedule for this year, I don't think.
No.
Like, these schedules have been done years in advance. And so maybe it was like, hey, we can put them on the schedule this year. Like, there was no availability for the other ones. I mean, like, we got to find them Who do we find? Well, let's get Grambling. You know, I mean, you're going to pay them regardless. So it's kind of like, hey, if we got to have a game and we got to pay somebody, let's pay them. Let's pay, you know, just like we played Youngstown State. So that's kind of what I think about it. And here's the why from a player, coach perspective. One, it doesn't matter. Because let's face it, boys and girls, did Clemson look really good versus Troy? No, not in the first half. They were down 16-3. Georgia had a school called Austin Peay, but it's like Peay, I think. Maybe there's an H. I don't know. The H is silent. But, you know, they played them 28-6, right? You saw multiple schools that played other teams, and I'm not saying that you should think, oh, they're just going to get smoked, 70-0. That doesn't happen, like every single time. Bob, you picked 56-6. I picked 73-0 because I thought we just want to work on field goal mechanics. So why not take a shot from 50? I don't know, but we never had to because they just scored every time. So that being said, you needed it. And what was the greatest takeaway? The greatest takeaway for me was that regardless of who was out there, first through third, even fourth team guys, the standard was the standard. And coaches were coaching all the way through 60 minutes of football. That's what you like. Because Ryan Day said, we are on a race to improve, to get better. That's it. That's all he's thinking about. And when your guys are all in that same mindset, things like that happen. They are well coached, man. I'm excited to see this Ohio game in the shoe at night, the Bobcats. Now, if you want to talk about potentially subbing in for Brutus like randomly and having Rufus the Bobcat come out there and all of a sudden I just pop off the Brutus helmet and choke slam him on the turf like he's like, coming at me, helmet off, boom, choke slam, or reveal afterward, that would be comical.
You did, first of all, kudos to you. You got the Austin piece. You got the spelling of it right. And Schlegs, there was a guy in the 1970s, a basketball player. His last name was Williams. His nickname was Fly. He was a really good player for them. And they would have a cheer, the student section did, and it would be Flies Open, Let's Go Pee, is what they would say, which was a great thing to have on that one. I'm curious, Schlegs, with the
that sounds like a 50s saying.
It was
like
the 70s. No, it wasn't McFly. It was Flies Open, Let's Go Pee. It's a great one.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I got it. I mean, you're old. Okay.
So are you more of a traditionalist, or do you like the way college football is going? And I'm specifically saying college football because it's the one that drives everything. But, are you somebody who is looking forward to a 16-team playoff or maybe a super conference, or do you wish it was more like it used to be with regional conferences and not a playoff kind of thing?
That's a great question because I don't live my life that way. I don't know. I just enjoy what we have. And I would say this. Growing up, I was never like I grew up a Notre Dame fan, but I also liked the schools that were around me. And you also got to remember, I was growing up in Dallas at the time when the Pony Express was actually going down and going to their games and kind of watching it, kind of playing football in the end zone, Like, I loved Friday night football because I was the ball boy. And, hell, I wore my game pants as the ball boy.
Come on. Hold on.
100%.
What were you? Were you Pete Rose, player manager?
Oh, 100. I thought I could be. Put me in there. I'll knock somebody's face off. Yeah, you're 8. I don't care. Ankle biter. Go in there. I hit him. I loved it. My dad didn't let me play. My dad's rule for playing was I had to have a strong neck and I had to be able to sit down and dissect film. That was it. And then once I did, and I could talk like a coach, he's like, okay, you can play. I get it. You understand the game. That was kind of his rule. Anyways, I digress. I do not like the extended playoff. I like, honestly, I like 12 with a first. I mean, I like no conference championship game. Bob, have you heard? Are they going to celebrate the 05 team this year in some capacity? So I know in advance.
It's a great question, Schlags.
I don't know. That should be something. It'd be great just to see all those guys. But I mean, think about 05. We were co-Big Ten champs. You can be whatever. Nobody cares. It's just a ring. So 05 Big Ten champs, but you go, let's say it's 2025. Hey, you might be a co-Big Ten champ. Everybody runs the table and you don't play a team. Who cares? But wherever you rank, go to 12 teams. First two teams get – now you're in the NFL model. First two teams get a bye. Then you get a home game, and then you play the rest of the games for the bowls. That's fine with me. I like that. I just like that. Ohio State has to have a home game. You know, whoever those first two teams are, but that way they do get the bye, and why it is important to be one of the top two teams, because you just get one extra week. But you go right into it because you moved up the season to week 0, and you finish the year on the first Saturday of January, and then you're done. And then you open up your portal. That's it. It's not rocket science. It's common sense. But hey, I like it. There is becoming some parity, but you're also seeing, you know, coaches, you're seeing teams that are well coached early, and you're seeing some teams that are struggling early, and some have a lot more veterans than some of the other ones. And I just attribute that to what Bob says all the time from John Gruden: recognize, communicate, and execute. And when you're looking at Ohio State right now, or heck, you look at Oregon versus a Power 4, 69-3, it's an execution. You still got to go out there and play the game. Those guys are prepared.
Schlegs, were you ever offered any kind of under-the-table benefit to go somewhere for football? Like, I know that, you know, now it's obviously NIL stuff. It's, you know, it's no longer necessarily.
Do you know who you're talking to?
I understand. I know of anybody.
I thought you got a full pardon to go to Air Force.
You're talking to a 6.5 foot. When I was getting recruited,
yeah.
All right, I was state champion my junior year, and you know, like all area, whatever in Dallas. Not all state or nothing, but like I was sick. You know, the program said 6'2". Psych, no, 5. Probably at that time 5'11". So you got a 5'11", probably a solid 4'9" guy. 215 pounds. Ain't nobody paying anybody for that. Now I hit you, and I could read, and I could read. I played a lot faster than I ran at a 40. Tell you that. But I tell kids this all the time, and parents this all the time. Like, you know what matters to really get a scholarship? It's not about how many camps you go. It's about what you put on tape. If you're good enough, they'll find you. In my senior year, I was all-state in Texas, and they found me. I happened to be at the Air Force Academy. And I got recruited by the academies, SMU, and Missouri.
Oh, SMU! Now, then what? SMU had to offer you something then.
They were terrible. And Missouri was terrible. Like, I don't even know if there was another word. They were like the bottom. Like maybe won one game, multiple years in a row. This is the late 90s. And then I had the academies I wanted to serve. So I was like, all right. So one, you're not going. They ain't giving you anything. All right. Matter of fact, they're taking stuff away. So that was a negative. That was a no. Then I got re-recruited when I left, and no, the answer is absolutely not, because they're like, why would we give you anything? You have no other second best options. Maybe other schools that we don't want you to go to, but we don't even know where you'd fit. So I had to sit out a year. So the answer was 0. Now, let's go back to what real NIL was. It was real NIL back in the day was just the anticipation of, could I get a little something without asking, that nobody could ever track. And the answer was, could I get an extra scoop of Chipotle, of chicken? You know, maybe like, hey, when I go play disc golf, you know, and I'm supposed to be in class, but I did get done training for 3 hours and watching film. And, hey, if I just happen to play 36 holes and just continue this round, just run this back, nobody's going to say nothing, right? I'm just going to just see how that nobody says nothing. All right, so 18 actually equals 36 as long as I beat Stephanie Home from teaching at Hilliard Davidson. That's a win. That to me was NIL, the extra benefit. I don't know why, but that was what we got, But I listen, NIL is only a bad thing if done improperly. You have to work at NIL. Schools are going to have to start thinking outside the box of how to generate additional revenue in their universities without shaking the can. You're going to have to work on partnerships and have relationships with other business as opposed to them just coming to you. How does that match up with certain players to get them more money? It has to be with, do you just sell it to an entity and let them have the square footage and the signage space, or do you use that to develop deals in which you could use some of that money toward NIL? That's just other sports can't be relying upon football anymore. They're going to have to do their own thing. We're going to do a thing, I think, in October, Bob, for Coach Myers and the lacrosse program.
Yeah.
I never played lacrosse a day in my life. But I love it because I like how Coach coaches. So we're going to support it because we got to get dudes. So same with volleyball, same with basketball. You got to do it. It's not bad. It's only bad if you don't want to work at it. And guess what? Always be developing.
ABD, you're right.
Always, I appreciate Schlegs. That is very true. How, in an era of NIL like you talked about, is OU, Ohio University, that is, as competitive as they are with Power 4 schools, having nearly beat Rutgers and then beat West Virginia on Saturday afternoon?
Veteran team, kids that are loyal, kids that enjoy their college experience there, that don't want to go, maybe getting the right transfer. Ohio, and this is what Ohio State has done. Dadgummit, what's our kid from Ireland that's out West Virginia?
Reed Carrico.
Reed, right? And then you had Dadgummit. Now I'm drawing blanks. Gabe left. I think he went to Kansas State. You're having guys that stay, and they might. It's not necessarily make it at Ohio State. There's a role for them, but they might not be starting, and they want that opportunity. Well, they get developed, and then they go, and they can go somewhere else, and they can have success. And those teams can grab them, and conversely, vice versa, a team could go to a BG or a OU and go to Ohio State, a.k.a. Will Kazmarek, and there potentially be a spot for them, and they want to do that. That's cool. But what they're doing is they understand exactly who they are and exactly what type of players they want, and then they have to develop them. And if they leave, so be it. If not, great. And you keep that continuity together. Your coaching staff has a lot of continuity, and you're developing. That's what it is. You can't be reliant upon in today's game as to, well, who am I bringing in, right? The Joes, the draft. You got to have them. But can we be competitive by being disciplined, by developing, by playing fast and violent, and having that success? Yes, you can. And it's showing. It's showing.
Schlegs, we're going to work on getting you a security guard outfit with shorts and have you out there on the sidelines for the OU game. So just keep your schedule open just in case. What?
No, I already got my own outfit. I don't need it. I'm gonna look as hillbilly. Like the other day, when I went to the game, I was wearing some Rocky boots, some of these Kuiu pants because they got the little vents on the side because I didn't know how hot it would be. And I'll tell you this. Fun fact I'm learning about going to games is, you don't know because it was a beautiful day and you leave around town and it's kind of cool. But you get in that stadium, it's an extra 10 degrees hotter.
It's concrete box,
like
Schlegs.
it's just all the collective bodies and CO2 everybody's putting off, you know? And, hey, it's nice that you can just zip down the side vent. But then I found that Carhartt makes an Ohio State hat. I found it. And I had a coupon at Dick's Sporting Goods, so I got it for like $10. And my wife's looking at me. She's like, you got brown and black, like none of this matches. I'm like, yeah, but I look great. She's like, no, you look terrible, but that's what you want to wear. And I was like, yeah, this looks fantastic to me. She's like, all right, cool. I just tell people, I just said you're not looking like that. But no, that's what I want. Because, you know, another thing we can do instead of just push-ups or something, we could just have a deadlift contest out there.
That's a good point,
That'd be fun, too.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do that.
If we got the 05 team back together, you'd win that, wouldn't you?
What's that?
If the 05 team got back together and they had a deadlift competition, you would win that, right?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
100%. 100%. But I tell you this, it'd be great to see all those guys. We had a special unit, man. And you know what's cool is when you watch these younger guys. Oh, dadgummit, they had an event last night just sharing the gospel there at Ohio State. I think I saw like Sonny and TJ got baptized, and I think it was Peyton and Riley were there. You know, and like you just think about, and we got great dudes. Like our dudes are way better than us when we were in college. But you think of the bond that these guys have, that brotherhood that Bob and I get to live 20 years later. It's really special. And so when you have a former guy that watches, like, I mean, I watch the defense predominantly. I like watching the offense because it's exciting. And I had 5 tight ends from Coach Bailey's room all get a reception. Record at Ohio State, by the way. Side note, Coach Bailey, shout out to you. You know, it's cool to watch the brotherhood in this day and age of college football be very real and tangible at Ohio State, and I love watching that. I love seeing the access that I never. Praise God, we didn't have social media back when we lived and played in college, but I'm happy that we have it now because then I get to watch kind of the things that are going on that I wouldn't be privy to, and we got special young men at Ohio State, so I'm very proud of them.
And we are privy to Anthony Schlaggel every Tuesday. We appreciate it, Schlegs. Have a great weekend. And if somebody goes on the field, I want to see you show up in there and take them out.
And that's just not me trying to be a bully. That's just me saying, hey.
They're trespassing.
There's no trespassing in Ohio Stadium. That's right. The point. It is a special privilege to be able to walk out there and step foot inside those sidelines. I just want everybody to understand that. So it's not that I just got a beef to pick with somebody. It's the fact that that's hallowed ground. The house that Chick built. Buckeyes play on that field. No trespassing.
Have a great day, Schlegs. Enjoy your Tuesday. We'll catch up with you again.
Hey, go Bucks beat cancer.
Hey, Schlegs. Jump on the right foot and do the wrong thing.
There we go. Thanks, Schlegs. We'll talk next week, buddy.
See you guys.
Do you need a bank that truly values local business in this town and the opportunity to work alongside them as partners? Whether you're a small business or a large operation, Riverside Bank of Dublin has the right tools for the job. Riverside Bank of Dublin has the experience of working right here locally with you in Central Ohio. They understand the business climate in our area and will help you reach your goals. Whether you need an SBA loan to get your business off the ground, a line of credit to keep your business running smoothly, or equipment financing to get your business up to scale, Riverside Bank will tailor a solution that fits your needs. Visit them at riverside.bank or stop in to get to know them in person at 6300 France Road, Riverside Bank of Dublin, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Coming up next, an SEC coach might be kind of sensitive and irrational. We'll do that next. Morning Juice.
1 in 4 Americans today are living with a disability. I'm one of them. I care deeply about creating a world we can all fully participate in, free from stigma, misperceptions, and barriers. And we've got a trusted ally on our side, an organization we can rely on, Easter Seals. Rooted in communities nationwide, Easter Seals helps empower millions of people, regardless of age or disability, through its life-changing services and powerful advocacy. Today and every day, Easter Seals is leading the way to full equity, inclusion, and access to healthcare, employment, and education for people with disabilities, families, and communities. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Learn more and get involved at easterseals.com.
You know a thing or two about the moments in life that matter. You've seized those moments to embrace joy, accomplish great things, and build meaningful relationships. Is it time now to sit back and reflect on a life well lived? Maybe. Or maybe there's more to be done. Maybe this is the most important moment you've encountered yet. By volunteering with AmeriCorps Seniors, you can seize the moment, lend a hand, and get back more than you give. We connect you to local volunteer organizations with opportunities that fit your schedule and match your interests. Through AmeriCorps Seniors, you can support people in times of need and make your community stronger. You can become a companion to your older neighbors, brightening their days with friendship. You can even become a mentor for young people, serving as a role model and enriching their lives. Are you ready to seize your moment? Visit AmeriCorps.gov/yourmoment and get started today.
Hey Max, you look absolutely dashing in that purple tie. Ready to harness the world?
You bet, Daisy. I'm ready as I'll ever be. And might I say, your purple tie really pops with your vest.
Thanks. I almost went with a cape, but didn't want to come across as pretentious.
Nonsense. Anyone in our line of work should rock a cape.
You might be onto something, Max.
Phew, so here we go. First day on the job. We've got this, right?
Right. Don't forget, we both graduated from Dogs Inc. with honors.
Which means I can guide my human around a busy city with ease.
And I can give my human a restful night.
I hope my human is kind and loving.
And I hope mine likes wet kisses and zoomies.
Ready to make a difference?
Born ready. Let's go.
Discover how extraordinary dogs like Daisy and Max change lives at no cost to the recipients. Visit dogsinc.org.
Bobby knows what it's like to be a winner. Tito knows what it's like to be thrown out of an all-you-can-eat buffet.
You're here 4 hours.
This is Morning Juice.
We need longer breaks after Schlegs, I think. Can we adjust the clock somehow
or just
for that?
Or just a shorter cigarette.
I just don't, man, I'm telling you, he did cover a lot of ground today.
Always does. For a guy that doesn't run, sure covers a lot of ground.
He really does. All right, so Steve Sarkisian was asked about the health of Arch Manning. A reporter on Monday, when Sarkisian was meeting with the press, he said that Manning appeared to be having throwing pains. And Sarkisian cut him off and said, according to who? Arch said that to you, and it goes back and forth on that. There's
a picture, a video of him throwing the ball, and he's like making a face that would make it seem like he's uncomfortable.
Right.
Is that because he realized he was throwing it and didn't like his placement, didn't like his read, whatever, had some buyer's remorse as he released the football? I don't know. But it did look like he was in some level of discomfort. Was that emotional? Was that mental? Or was it physical?
Here's what Sarkisian also said.
Arch Manning seemed to be having some throwing pains by the
According to
fourth
who?
quarter. Arch.
Arch said that to you?
No.
Oh, according to who?
It just looked like he was.
He doesn't have any.
Is there an explanation to why it looked like that?
I don't know. I've never filmed any of you guys when you're using the bathroom, so I don't know what faces you make when you're doing that.
So you're saying that Arch was taking a dump in his pants?
I think you just said that Arch wears Depends.
I mean, that's literally like the Shooter McGavin. I eat pieces of crap like you for breakfast. You eat crap for breakfast?
Right.
He's like, I mean, it's so amazing. I like Sark's kind of response back. Like, did Arch tell you that? Are we talking about that? Is he on the injury report? You know, I mean, I get it. And he's defending his guy, and he's trying to deflect it. I mean, there's times where you put like some extra effort on the ball, you do something, and there may, like I said, the faces might be more of a response to how he threw it or to who he threw it to, as opposed to any type of like actual physical pain he is in.
Yes. It reminded me of when
Did you
Bob,
watch Urban coach on the sideline?
Right, yeah.
It looked like he was getting a colonoscopy about half the time.
Bobby Knight famously one time
threw a chair across the floor.
He did that. At the NCAA tournament, though, there was...
He did the game faces.
Well, that was also one. But after a game one time, and he was late coming in or something. I had some kind of press conference, and a reporter was asking about that. Or it was the SID, whoever's controlling media thing, was like... he said, "Who told you I wasn't going to be here? Who told you? I want to know right now. Who told you that? Because you heard it from me or an Indiana person." And he got really upset about it. This would made me think about, like, who told you? Arch tell you that? No, Arch didn't tell him that.
Well, because he knew that Arch probably hadn't said that, so that's why he was going to defend his guy.
But I don't know, Bob. Arch, in the time, granted, I saw every throw at Ohio State, and I saw some of the ones from his game this past weekend.
Saw clips.
Yes, clips, exactly right. His throwing motion just looks weird to me sometimes.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
That sidearm thing he did at Ohio State, I don't know.
He's not a finished product.
I know.
Like,
You're
he's
right.
still getting better. I'm not going to sit there. If his last name wasn't Manning, nobody would be analyzing it like this.
Well,
but since his last name is Manning, he's the starting quarterback at Texas, a presumptive national championship contending team. We're going to sit there and micro-analyze. I understand some of the stuff against Ohio State. Yeah, he buried a ball in dirt, missed a couple of reads.
Right.
You look what's going on. Okay, was he perfect? Who'd they play? Louisiana Tech or Louisiana Monroe?
I think it was Louisiana Monroe. Yeah, I think it was
one of the directional Louisiana schools. And so they played Louisiana Monroe, and he was good in there. Was he elite, flawless? He didn't look like saying against Grambling State. Now, you could argue Louisiana Monroe is probably a 2 steps up from Grambling State, but there's going to be some issues. Like, get back to me after a sample size of 7 or 8 weeks where he still looks not right. I've got to see more. Everyone wants to make these rash judgments, these snappy J's, if you will, the snap judgments. We'll have Austin Ward on tomorrow. He'll tell us about his snappy J's. But I prefer a little bit of discernment and discretion when it comes to dealing with like sensitive issues and accusing him of having shoulder pain or being hurt. Like, unless there was a definitive moment you could point to where, like, hey, it looked like he hurt his shoulder here.
Right.
And then he was making faces when he was throwing. So a logical person could connect A to B to equal C. Like, you're just giving me B and thinking, like, well, there's got to be an A somewhere, so that's why we're getting to C.
So, Bob, you mentioned, and fair, that if his last name was not Manning, we wouldn't be dissecting him this much or talking about it that much. On the flip side of that, if his last name wasn't Manning, would he be starting at Texas?
Well, based upon his recruiting evaluation, or would he be, I mean, you could do the what ifs all day long. Would he be as highly touted as a recruit? I don't know.
Right.
I mean, I watched him. People are saying the best film they've ever seen in high school. Better than this guy ever, all time.
The greatest we've ever seen.
The greatest.
Don't.
Nobody's done it better. Probably
I find
since
it hard to
Lincoln.
believe, though, at this point, Sark would be like, you know what? He's not our best option at
Oh,
quarterback.
no, he's not going to do it. There's no way.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, it makes
would
a
he
lot
have
of
been
sense.
a 5-star and whatnot? I don't think there's...
Is there a difference between, like, you're like, well, he's not a 5-star. I'm like, okay, well...
there's not a huge difference.
C.J. Stroud wasn't a 5-star, and he was
turned out all right.
Yeah, he's doing okay.
Do I think, though, there's a chance
Aaron
that
Rodgers went to a JUCO.
Yeah. And then still went to Cal, which is not exactly the biggest blue blood football program in the country. Do I think there's a chance some of the recruiting sites rated him higher because it gets them clicks? I wouldn't rule something like that out.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think there's any chance. I mean, wasn't his top 3 schools like Texas, Bama, Georgia? So we're talking Steve Sarkisian, Nick Saban at the time, and Kirby Smart all thought this kid could play for their program.
Yeah. Right.
And I do think there's probably something along the lines of like, look, if we land this kid, he could probably bring some guys with him because his name and whatnot.
He could, but then
also it's still Bama, Georgia, and Texas. Like, when's the last time any of those schools struggled to recruit well?
Exactly. And here's the thing: if once you get him, then you're most likely under the obligation to play him. So you better appreciate what you're getting. Like you're marrying all of it, man. It's like being a little bit pregnant, Bodie. You know, there's no such thing as like I might be pregnant, a little bit pregnant. No. You are in bed with him now. Like he is yours, okay? And so you've got to own him the entire time that he's there. So like, well, you know what? We're going to take a step back for March and let him not start this week, get his mind clear, you know, go back to a quarterback battle. You're a little young for this. You remember?
I'm a little old for it then.
No, this is probably in your window. You would remember this. The Chris Sims, Major Applewhite situation at Texas, ironically, and he goes there. Major Applewhite's the starter, pretty good player, probably not as physically gifted as Sims. And it was kind of this situation here. Then Sims gets in. It's like he's good, but he's kind of struggling. You know, they brought Major Applewhite back. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a crap show.
Anytime I think about Chris Sims, I just think about that clip with him and John Gruden. But anyway.
What's the one with him and John Gruden? Oh, when John Gruden's just...
He can't get the play call right.
Yes. John Gruden is a notoriously hard coach to play for as a quarterback. But...
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Knock if you're with me.
Yeah.
But they did this oscillation because Chris Sims, I mean, his dad won a Super Bowl. He's working on NBC, like all this stuff.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be the next guy and all these things. And, you know, and he was a good NFL quarterback, and, you know, he ended up playing well. He ended up rupturing his spleen, I think.
Andrew died on the field.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a long way from the heart.
Look, I don't even know what the spleen does. What's a spleen do?
Helps you bleed to death. That's what it does.
Among other things.
I don't think your spleen does a lot, but it can kill you.
Okay. So there's nothing positive about it.
No, it's just hanging out in there.
Let's just take it out.
It's like that's
the
what some people
Let's do that.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking your appendix. I think your spleen does have some functional issues with some different things.
It probably does something in there.
Yeah.
Surprising here, I'm sure. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
But Bob,
I guess that just goes back to like, you married all of it, Mac.
Yeah.
Who was the coach? There wasn't Mac yet.
It wasn't Mac yet? Was it?
Who would that have been? Who was before Mac Brown?
He was before Mac Brown. I can't remember who it was.
I want to say R.C. Slocum, but he was at A&M then. But that's the point of it. All it is the fact that they brought it in. They knew what they were getting, man.
Yeah.
Circus was coming to town. Just like when the Broncos drafted Tim Tebow. Like, you're getting all the good and all the bad when it comes with that. So, like, you've got to be prepared. When they brought in Ron Paulus at Notre Dame, Bodie, and they said he was going to be the next Joe Montana.
Two Heismans,
multiple national championship.
Yeah.
Like,
close.
All of those things, like, you're marrying all of it, the expectations that come with it.
And I think, you know, in this day and age, or I guess we've probably always done this, you're dealing with human beings. It's not just as simple as, like, just bench them, just cut them, just put in another guy, and da-da-da. But I truly believe that if Sark felt that one of their backup quarterbacks gave him a better shot to win each Saturday, he'd play him.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Because I don't think you can lie to the locker room like that. Those guys know. They're in practice every day. Like, if somebody is blatantly outplaying Arch in practice on a regular basis every day,
right?
I don't know how you could look at the locker room and be like, yeah, boys, but you guys know who this kid's uncles are? Like,
I think Mac would have been there during that. It was 98, so I think Mac maybe would have been there.
Yeah. John Malkovich was there from
John Malkovich.
That's who it was.
Was there from 92 to 97.
But they were very good. I don't think he was there during Sims.
Notre Dame Patrick says spleen stores red blood cells.
There you go. See, you need those.
I know, but I don't even know how they separate those.
Do you need a storage of them?
Well, I know.
Need a surplus?
You need to store white blood cells or not? How do they separate?
I thought white was bad.
White blood cells come out of your bone marrow.
Okay. So they've got different hallways that go down, different building entrances.
We already learned enough with Today in History. Let's leave the folks alone. Let's learn one thing new every day, not like 10.
Okay, we can work on that. That'll be our weekend podcast we do together, Bob. My thing with Arch, though, is that, and look, Arch could end up being a decent quarterback, but I think he has helped and hindered by being a Manning.
Yes, that's very true.
I
think get all of the expectations. Yes. But you also get all the benefits. I tell my kids that all the time. There are benefits to being my kid.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of expectations that come with it. So, yeah, your life isn't fair, but you also get to do things that other people don't get to do. Welcome to being, like, in somewhat of a welcome to having a job or a title, like, or a life of expectation.
Yeah.
Like, you want to sit in the big chair. Everybody wants to be the boss until all of a sudden you're getting phone calls Friday night at 10 o'clock and you got to solve problems.
Yeah.
Or you've got to answer stuff and you're working on Thanksgiving, or you just pass them off to someone else. But then maybe you're not the one that deals with it. But, like, you still, like, when you're the person in charge, you've got to own those decisions eventually. Maybe not right away, Bodie, but when you make big changes at a company and you're the guy and you're moving pieces around and it struggles and it falls apart, it all falls back on you. And so, you know what? If they go 8-4 this year and they start Arch again and go 8-4 next year,
right,
people are going to start saying, hey, Sark, either you suck because you can't coach Arch very well, and you're going to get fired. Like, I mean, that's part of it.
All right. Coming up next,
that's what he said.
Oh, gosh.
That's what he said.
I'm so glad you brought that up there.
Absolutely.
I will, Bob, you're the best.
It's okay. Don't worry. Bodie and I will save you. We'll keep you on the tracks. You hear the sound. You know what time it is? It's an appetizer threes day at Roosters. The featured appetizer. It's one of my favorites. It's my man Caleb's favorite. The Roosters onion feathers. Battered onion petals fried, golden brown. They're fluffy. They're crispy. They are delish. Go check them out. They're $3 all day long. And now you get a chance to win a $50 Roosters gift card. Playing That's What He Said. 614-821-1460 is the number. We had our guy Schlegs on. He was talking about some new Buckeye apparel that he got, some gear. Nothing he wore matched. But what was that apparel that he had to wear to the game? 614-821-1460 is the number. Get it to Bodie. Get the Roosters gift card.
Coming up next, we'll wrap things up. Tell you guys, Juice, Morning Juice.
When it comes to protecting your business, whether it's your staff, property, or assets, don't make a crucial mistake by contracting companies that provide subpar and unprofessional service. What you need is a security partner known for their unwavering professionalism and unmatched reliability. You need Event Risk. Event Risk is a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company that not only specializes in on-site guarding, but also offers armed security associates and executive protection agents. Event Risk, elite protection for your peace of mind.
Hello, my name is Eric Rose, CEO and founder of Event Risk Security Services. We are a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company providing protection services and consulting to Fortune 500 corporations, movie studios, celebrities, and high-net-worth individuals. If you're tired of fluff margins with low compensation for poor quality security officers and an endless revolving door of vendor staffing, then give us a try. For virtually the same cost, we can then address what keeps you up at night.
Visit eventriskinc.com.
Hey Columbus, it's Lorenzo Stiles Jr., Ohio State student athlete. It's football season, and just like on the field, success starts with the right game plan and the right team. That's why I'm proud to team up with Monogram Homes. They're the true custom home builder, bringing precision, creativity, and attention to every detail, just like we do on Saturdays. If you're ready to build, don't settle for standard. Go custom. Go Monogram. Visit monogramhomes.net to start building today. Monogram Homes, a builder you can trust.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter, and football season is here at Columbus, and Germain Toyota of Columbus has the winning plays. Drive home a brand new 2025 Tacoma SR5, just $269 a month for 36 months, 10,000 miles a year. Or power up with the Tundra, now just 1.75 APR for 72 months. Don't wait. These deals, they won't last long. Stop by Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road, or shop anytime at germaintoyota.net. Germain Toyota of Columbus. See dealer for details.
We ask parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
Nathan has taught me to embrace the moment. Age-wise, I'm in my late 60s. I'm old enough to be his grandfather. Will he be embarrassed to acknowledge me as his dad? I think the most important thing we can do is let them know that they're safe, that they're valued and cared for and loved, and that they're important.
I knew I wanted to be adopted by him because of how he taught me to be the person who I am today. And it's coming from a dad that didn't expect to become a dad, and I feel very proud to be his son.
That was what he needed, and he was what I needed. Every day is full of new opportunities. That's what it's been about, realizing the simple things that it takes to make such a huge difference in these kids' lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Attack and dominate. You're locked into Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Here's Bobby and Tito.
All right, Morning Juice, final segment of the program. Thank you to everyone for tuning in today and joining us in the chat. We always appreciate that. We got a winner there, Bodes?
Yes, we do. Billy from Lancaster. She was all over it.
Don't you lose her number.
Schlegs purchased a Carhartt Ohio State hat.
Yeah.
With his discount to Dick's, right? It was.
He said I had a gift
Or
card. It's
coupon.
like
$10. Yeah, coupon. Coupon's what he
It was
had.
only $10. That's
But
great.
people in the chat are asking about the camera outside. They're saying we're not getting the city sunrise. I've noticed that. Like, we had the camera locked on one spot.
That's because, I don't know what it is, but the last couple of days, the stream for both.
We're preparing you for the nuclear apocalypse.
That's what we're doing.
Full darkness.
Listen, the fact that we have video and audio, some days you just got to take what you get. You know,
That's fair.
I mean,
Be
that,
happy you
with
don't
all
have
due
a
respect,
static city
but,
going on.
That's fair. All right, let's find out what's got people juiced.
What's got you juiced?
Sponsored by Billiards Plus. Find your next grill and everything you need for the master griller. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
All right, let's see. It's Tuesday. I got to believe we start with Schlegs. Is that correct there, Bob?
That is correct,
It is.
Tito.
All right.
Thing about Ohio that I love seasons. I love that it's cold and you got to put on Carhartt. You know, like down here people wear Carhartt stuff, but they don't have any Carhartt things to do.
Down here,
Love when the
people
timing just
Yeah.
lines up like that. Hit the Carhartt, excuse me, on a day where he let us know he purchased a brand new Carhartt hat. What's got me juiced today, guys? Was planning on attending this game, so this isn't super new, but got my tickets purchased yesterday for Saturday night's huge contest between Texas A&M and your Fighting Irish. I will be there. Look for me on TV. I'll be pretty high up in the stands, so you may not see me, but nevertheless, pretty fired up about that. In the Marcus Freeman era of games I've attended, they are undefeated if you don't count both the Louisville and Stanford losses. So if you ignore those two games, the Irish are on a roll. I think, though, those were the first two games of the Marcus Freeman era I attended. So they're on, 3-4 game win streak
Called a
there.
winning
So,
streak.
yeah, we win another one. It has happened before. Pretty fired up about that. It's a must-win game, that's for sure. You really cannot start out 0-2. I don't think they will. I think they're going to bounce back and play well Saturday night. But A&M, pretty tough opponent. Went down there and beat them last year in College Station, so got to bounce back and win a second one in a row over the Aggies. Marcus Freeman's never lost to an SEC team, beating South Carolina A&M and the SEC champion Georgia Bulldogs this past January. Also, what has me juiced, today's fan poll, 971thefan.com. Go vote on Twitter, Facebook, our website, or YouTube. If you could bring back any one of the following people, which would you choose? Got a hell of a four lineup here. Art Modell, Pol Pot, O.J. Simpson, or Brandon Beam. He's still alive, so you're bringing him back to a morning radio show. That's all. We're not going to be too specific
You're not saying
about
replace Tito.
And we're not replacing anybody.
Okay.
Definitely not replacing Tito if we do. So just a morning radio, you know. Give some Beamer some love. He probably had a tough night last night trying to get the Chicago Bears back on track. And
if he doesn't win this poll,
good news is go ahead, Tito.
I would say then there's a disconnect somewhere that we've.
I don't know, man.
There's no way he can lose this poll.
A lot of USC fans that might want the juice.
I understand that
coming back.
I understand that.
He's only been away from us a few years, but
some people love those
RIP,
golf cart Twitter videos that he put out. My life has been irreparably.
Hey, Twitter. Hey, Twitter family.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
That's all got me juice, guys. Bobby, what has you juice, sir?
My goodness. Emily said that was aggressive with the nuclear winter. I mean, just imagine.
Listen, you prepare for the worst, hope for the best.
100%. Preparation happens when the foot meets the ball, so we got to be ready, or the finger hits the button, either one. Like, we've got to be prepared for maybe just living in the eternal darkness.
We got the technological issues sent up the ladder, so. And we got to send to people.
Did you issue a ticket?
No, hell no. I don't bother with that crap.
We gave up on the mouse,
I send it to I could shoot somebody an email.
Did you bring another mouse in here?
No, Bodie gave me an extra one was sitting over there.
Oh, okay.
So we're good. Yeah. Just sometimes the left tackle goes down. You got to pull the right tackle over.
Yeah.
Get the backup right tackle in over there. But I just email people directly that I know will solve issues. So Ben and Tyler, I bet they'll get that fixed today. Cause
you need to issue a ticket, Bodie.
I just want to see.
Well, I say 6 months from now they can get around to it.
I just want to see a ticket where it says, I need a ball for my mouse.
Listen, you've got a ticket to ride. That's all you need to know. What's got me juiced? Had our flag practice last night, Tito. I got two more practices that I'm going to be running tonight for my 5th and 6th grade team. It's the weekend, Tuesday and Wednesday. There's no football to be watched, so I can watch discretionary television streaming. I'm not sure what I'm going to get into. Try to figure that out.
I've been watching The Lioness on Paramount. You ever seen that? It's pretty good.
Okay.
It's got a lot of big hitters in it. Zoe Saldana, Morgan Freeman.
Oh, okay.
Nicole
I need
Kidman.
something my wife will want to watch and that she will be fighting with me about. So I need to find something out there that she'll be good. Lioness, that might be the answer. She likes some of those people. That'll be good.
What do you mean those people?
The people that he mentioned.
Gotcha.
Like Zoe Aldana, Morgan Freeman,
Nicole Kidman.
Tom Cruise's ex-wife. All kind star of Eyes Wide Shut. A lot of so trying to find something to watch. It'll be fun. Excited to do that. I mean, heck, we're entering week 3. I'm not going to be in here on Friday. I'm flying out on Thursday, so I've got a crap load of things to get done tomorrow and today.
First I've heard of it, you're out Friday.
I told you that.
Just kidding, Bob.
I always try to be honest with you guys. And then I ran into this little gem from maybe a guy that could have been on the list of returning stars. Bring him back. Always winning at the press conference, and a heck of a football coach and a great dude, Mike Leach.
One thing I want you guys to appreciate, we've had a few games like this, but the thing is, this is an incredible team win, and that's a great football team over there and a great tradition that we just came out on top of. Now, but the biggest thing I want you to take away from this game is nothing is really, really, really fun unless it's hard. Okay, nothing is really fun unless it's hard. And we've got to embrace that things are going to be hard, and we've got to embrace and be excited when things are hard, because then and you guys will remember this game the rest of your life. And now there's plenty of games you'll forget, but you'll remember this one the rest of your life, and you got to embrace and be excited about it being hard and playing extremely hard. If you get way up on somebody, even then you want to be as hard as you possibly can, because you're pushing yourself. And all of a sudden, you're making great plays. You're doing things that you've never done before. So embrace the fact that it's hard.
Embrace the hard. I love it. If Mike Leach can talk about embracing the hard, one of the most fun-loving guys you'll find, there must be something to it. Tito, what's got you juiced?
Speaking of shows that we watch, the show that I have seen the most episodes of in my entire life.
Monday Night Football.
Not Monday Night Football. But you're thinking in the right way. Monday Night Football is only on once a week and just during football season. Now, granted, I've watched some older ones too. That's been well documented.
I thought rewatches on YouTube counted, I thought.
Pardon the Interruption is the show I watch that I watch every episode. Every one. Like, if I don't watch it the day of, I'll watch it the next day or whatever.
What is wrong with you? Watching old news like my parents.
No, it's like the next day, I'm saying, Bob.
That's old news.
It's not old news, but like the 3 year ago kind of PTI. I've seen those before too. Anyway, but nonetheless, they just re-up for 3 years. Tony Kornheiser and Michael Wilbon.
It's probably the last 3. I'm guessing.
They've been doing that show forever.
Do you know how old Kornheiser is?
Kornheiser
Early
is
70s?
70. I bet he's 73.
77.
Yeah, this is it.
Wilbon is 66.
Get him to 80.
They have talked about going to an hour-long show since they took off
Around the Horn.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but nonetheless, I watched that show religiously, and
it's good.
It's when I watch the next morning, Bob, or the next day sometimes, just because in case I just want to hear their takes on things. It's a great format they came up with, and it's a fun show.
It's one of the few ESPN shows, it seems, where it has two people debating, but they're not just screaming at each other.
Yes, you're right.
So
I like the fact
because it's a half an hour. It moves.
True. Yeah.
And
if they did an hour,
and
maybe
they're both of the guys are basically senior citizens now.
Oh, they are very much senior citizens.
And
yes.
so there is a little more discourse than you have with maybe some people that are younger.
Yes. So
where you can argue intelligently instead of just volume doesn't equal. I tell my kids this: volume doesn't equal correct. Okay, the louder you scream, it doesn't make you more right.
Yeah, the
somebody needs to let Shark know that Kornheiser's 77. I mean,
exactly, bruised on legs a long way from the heart. Shark.
We're fine.
Tapped out 12 years early.
Well, that's the only guy you put on the poll then, I guess, was Shark. You could have put him on there
True.
also, I guess. But
I feel like the other three, we'll get that tomorrow. The fan poll, that's the beauty of the fan poll. It's every day. I might start putting one up on Saturdays and Sundays from home.
I don't know why you wouldn't. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I'll set an alarm about 6 o'clock every Saturday, Sunday morning, get one out there. And if you think like, oh, what's the Buckeyes score against Ohio going to be? No. We're going to get to the more important topics for the fan poll on a Saturday game day morning.
Have we worked it out with Tyler yet? We're going to do like some shorts and things like that from the stadium on Saturday. We can run it on social media, view it at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I think I want to see that.
I don't know if anybody cares about that, but
look, Patrick does, and who else is there? Who's
Call Bodie's in his bag, and we can follow you around, and you can do try different things out.
Ooh,
it'll be exciting.
Patrick and Steve Kerr in the chat will want to know that, right? Those are
we'll
the two
call it
big
Bodie's
Irish fans.
Well, and you get to do all of the. Listen, I'm a creative. Got all kinds of creative juices flowing right now. Bodie's Well, and we're going to go, and you get to show us all the great things that you had in store.
Are you guys okay if I ask, I don't know who it would be, I guess, Fish or Tim, whatever. I want to have Big Voice Guy or whatever do a Fitbits thing.
Oh, yeah, I'd love that.
Just like, prepare for a Fitbit or whatever. This is just have the word Fitbit. And whenever I say something like that.
Why can't it be Tito's Take?
You like Tito's Take better than Fitbits?
Yeah, because you can put terrible in there if you need to.
Well, yeah, you can also put both. You can also change the B to something else, and right?
I guess
to an S, and then maybe like I don't know a sh after that. And you could do that right there if you wanted to.
I think everybody figured that out. You're like Schlegs.
I just want to make sure we're all on the same page here, Bob. Okay, match your fan poll tomorrow. Tito's Takes or Fitbits? Which one's more popular? Phil likes Tito's Takes. Anyway, I don't know, Fitbits. Well,
I like both. I feel like a take is more of like a longer form.
Yeah,
but a Fitbit is
just like some
quick,
stupid thing I say.
Well, they don't always have to be stupid.
No, but they are.
Bodie's bag.
I like Bodie's bag. Bodie's well. I like that. Also like the Carps. What was it? Carps Harp. Carps Harp.
There you go.
Yeah, when you had something you have to complain about. Juicers, thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate that. If you liked it as much as I hope you did, 10 to noon on 10 TV Plus, and also 1 to 3 on Fan 2. I got it right that time, Bodie, without pausing. 1460. We're back tomorrow. Austin Ward will join us. This has been Morning Juice.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here with the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Leadership is the thing that turns good teams into great teams. And it's not just having someone who's vocal in the locker room. It's about that person being able to back it up on the field. It's the same with business. Some of the best companies are born from great leaders who aren't afraid of getting their hands dirty. Chuck Moore, CEO, and Travis Sanders, president of Riverside Bank of Dublin, know a thing or two about that.
Thanks, Bobby. There's no substitute for doing the right thing, and often the hard thing in business. Managing the books, cash flow, and sales tracking are important, but not as important as developing a team.
Spot on, Chuck. All the great leaders you and I have had the opportunity to watch aren't afraid to jump in the field and get things done. That's the mentality we want around here, and that's what we strive for every day. We can all agree that greatness comes from work, leaders lead by example, and those two things will never change.
Tune in every day for the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Visit their office at 6300 France Road in Dublin or online at riverside.bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
When it comes to protecting your assets, you need a security partner. Event Risk Security Services is a U.S.-based veteran-owned company providing protection services, consulting to Fortune 500 companies, movie studios, celebrities, and high-net-worth individuals. If you're tired of fluff margins with low compensation for poor quality services and an endless revolving door of vendor staffing, then give them a try. They're virtually the same cost, and they can address what keeps you up at night, Event Risk. Check them out at eventriskinc.com to learn more.
While serving in Vietnam, a grenade took my ability to see. Today, I'm a sculptor. Now, my fingers are my eyes. I'm Michael Naranjo. As a veteran, I know the challenges of life can be great. In my art, turning a lump of clay into something beautiful, that is worth doing. Life is like that. We each must use what we can to make things better.
DAV helps veterans like Michael get the benefits they've earned. They help more than 1 million veterans every year in in life-changing ways.
Now, I show others how they can create something with their own hands. I know it can do a lot of good. With support from DAV, more veterans can shape their lives into a thing of beauty. My victory is bringing beauty into the world.
Michael Naranjo, may your victories inspire many more. Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Proud to be your go-to sports addiction.
WBNS, WBNS-FM, HD3 Columbus.
The Fan 3, Ohio sports destination.
Just feels like a sucker back.
Can you dig it, sucker?
And Chelsea Messenger.